Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 3 of our Pokemon Yellow Little Cup run. Today we are heading into Viridian Forest to catch some bugs. And to talk to little boys with green hair.
Yeah, I swear, one of these days, the CIA, FBI, whoever the fuck is going to be arresting me, it's all because of something you said.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Something that's happened with you is probably just going to end up being the reason I end up in jail eventually.
Oh, I can at least visit.
You'll be in there too.
What do you mean?
If something you've done or said gets me in jail, it's going to be you too, man.
Nah, I'm innocent.
Sorry, this coming from you is hilarious.
Well, it's true. Actually, this one time I accidentally kicked out some kid's chair. He went face first into his face first into his desk and chipped his tooth like in half.
Have I ever talked on our channel about how I first met you?
I don't think so.
Well, we went to high school together. Isn't that right, Potato?
Yes, we did.
And we had this area for doing study when you didn't have classes in our school. And I was chilling there because I had nothing to do because, let's be honest, I'm a huge nerd.
Yeah.
And with months ahead. And there's this one person I knew in there. And we went to elementary together, her and I. And she was already friends with Potato. And Potato went to see her. And he came into the room, and he was so happy as he pulled out this 2-liter, what was it, Dr. Pepper, or Coke, and you were like, yeah, it's half Coke, half Di Serono.
Oh, I remember that day. That was awesome.
Yeah, and what you didn't realize is there was a teacher standing right behind you that for whatever reason wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
As you announced twice that you had a bottle filled with alcohol and pop.
Yeah. It was awesome. We mixed so many things into there. Like, we mixed Di Serono, Uza, and...
Uzu?
Yeah, it's like this Italian black licorice flavored stuff.
Yeah, Uzu.
And a couple other things. Mixed it in with the Dr. Pepper. You couldn't even taste it.
No, but do you know how lucky
Caterpie!
your ass was that teacher was not paying attention?
Right.
Because, seriously, man, you announced that very loud.
There's also the one time when we were in a classroom and we were polishing off some sourpuss. Someone threw it to me, like an empty bottle. The door started opening and a teacher was coming in, and I chucked it to the other end of the room.
Oh my god.
That was some good times.
Then again, we had a lot of idiots in our school.
Yeah.
We had this one guy, and he lit the toilet on fire.
Why am I not surprised?
You know what most people ask is, how the fuck do you lay a toilet on fire?
This is the good Caterpie you want.
Nice. Do you know what the answer to that is, Potato? How you set a toilet on fire?
I have a feeling it has to do with a lot of letter fluid.
Well, first, you completely clog up the toilet with paper towel and toilet paper to the point where you have a bunch of dry toilet paper and paper towel on top of it. Then you pull the letter fluid. Then you light it on fire.
Sweet.
Yeah, that kid got expelled. Oh wait, and then he actually managed to get back into school after, apologies. In which he got expelled for taking hand sanitizer, putting on a desk, and lighting on fire.
Nice. The random name generator spoken, and we have Roman the Caterpie. Oh shit, I just forgot. You can't get Butterfree anymore. Shit! That's the only reason I got a Caterpie. Well. Oh, no, that means I can't get the Viridian Forest Pidgeotto.
Yep.
Shit. Well, that's okay.
I thought you were naming it after Roman Atwood.
No, random name generator every single time.
Or I thought you were going to make a reference to... Well, do you know who Roman Atwood is?
The name's familiar.
Think British comedians who don't talk much.
Is he a mime?
Well, he does talk occasionally, but not much.
Okay.
Mr. Bean!
Oh. I didn't know he was British.
You had no idea.
Nope.
That Mr. Bean was British as all hell.
Nope.
Do you know how many of his sketches included such extreme British things?
There's quite a few. There's an end up here.
Fucking Old Lang Syne. Fucking, there's the one bit where he's, getting ready to meet royalty, in a line of men, and he's making a mess of it, because he's not, and he's like trying to clean himself up, and he looks so silly next to everyone else who's standing still. And then the last 30 seconds, when he thinks he's finally done, everyone does like a 3-second cleanup, where they're all perfect, and he's still, Mr. Bean.
Yeah, holy. That hissing you hear is some Dr. Pepper, or what the fuck? Mountain Dew Voltage.
Oh, man. They're not going to believe it after that story about De Serrano and Coke.
Yeah. Well, it was a can, so there you go.
Hey, you got younger cousins, right?
Yes, I do. I have two younger cousins, yeah.
You know when kids get to this point in time where they just want to be contrarians?
Yeah.
Anything you say, they're like, no, that's stupid. Ugh.
Yeah.
And God, that was the most annoying voice.
Thankfully, I was really good with my cousins. Like, we had no issues at all. We were
my little
tight.
cousin got to that point, and I'm veterinary. He's like, and I was talking about Shigeru Miyamoto.
Yeah.
And my cousin's like, well, he's stupid, and everything he's done is stupid. I'm like, okay, hey, buddy, you really hate him, right? I got him riled up, and it's like, do you a favor. It's like, what? I think you actually have a few things that he was involved with. Do you want me to get rid of them for you? And he was like, yeah. I took the 3DS with Ocarina of Time right out of his hands and walked away.
Nice.
Oh, God, the look on his face.
Yeah.
And it's like, the heck, man? And it's like, you obviously don't actually know who Shigeru Miyamoto is, do you? And then went into all that.
Lovely.
Or it's like, my cousin really loves Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
And, I was talking about the author at one point. And, about, some stuff about the author, and I hadn't referenced Attack on Titan in that conversation. And once again, my cousin's being a contrarian, just, well, they're stupid and they've never done anything worthwhile. I'm like,
bitch, they did more in their life than you've ever done.
Oh, how can I fuck up your day today? I'm like, they're actually an author, did you know that? And they're like, yeah, and their books all suck. I'm like, yeah, that's right, Do you want to help me burn some of their books? Let's go to your room. I'm pretty sure you have Attack on Titan Volume 1 through 5. God, I am an asshole to my cousin. Not really, I'm actually really nice to him.
Yeah.
Just, there are certain things, when he gets bitchy about. And, like, he's calmed down now a lot now, actually. This was a while ago,
It was like that preteen angst.
Oh, God, he's in junior high now, actually.
Oh, God.
His preteen angst hit when he was in elementary.
Great.
No, but he's actually in junior high now.
That's good for him, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, apparently he had a few teachers in his elementary that were less than cool. By less than cool, I mean complete jackasses. And my cousin doesn't deal with jackasses very well.
Yeah.
So, that led to him getting into some trouble. Which I shall not speak of because I will get in trouble. Should you ever show this to anyone in my family?
Well, I would personally never show it. They'd be the ones finding out themselves. So Horn Attack is like one of the best moves to get, like early game.
Yep.
I was taking a look, like Tackle's at 35 power, 95 accuracy. Horn Attack is sitting at 65.
What's Tackle's current strength now?
I believe it's sitting at... It was 50. Like, in Gen 5, they bumped it up to 50 with 100 accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe in Gen 6 on, maybe it was just Gen 7, they reduced it to 40, said it was equal to Pound and Scratch.
Okay.
Because beforehand, in these games, if your Pokemon started off with Tackle, you were at a statistical disadvantage because Scratch and Pound both did 5 more power and had more accuracy. So then they thought, okay, well, we gotta upgrade Tackle then. But then they made it too good because then it was 10 power stronger. So I am extremely confident that it was reduced back to 40 or down to 40, but it kept 100 accuracy.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's why Tackle has a chance to miss in Gens 1 through 4. I think Auntie's going to be one of our MVPs, like, early game here.
Yay, Auntie. I find how the male one got named Auntie.
Yeah. Could have been anything. What's nice too with this random name generator is that there's some mythological names that could pop up. So we could get like Zeus for Pidgey. And it's also like several different cultures. Like it's called behindthename.net, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, it's got so many filters. I just put first name only. Ooh. Pidgey doesn't get any flying type moves until wing attack. And that's like level 20, I think it is. Yeah, fun fact, Gust was originally a normal type move. Even though it's literally a gust of wind, which is air. Why am I always doing like 50%? God damn. I feel bad for Roman. He's never going to get used. Okay, that's actually the break I needed.
Which one's Roman again?
The Caterpie. Because I forgot about the whole no evolving.
Doesn't he get any good moves without evolving?
No, it just learns tackle only. Oh, this is an interesting name.
Oh my god, he is crap.
Yeah. It's tackle and string shot. That's all Caterpie gets. In the newer games, it gets Bug Bite as a tutor move.
Mm-hmm.
So, the random name generator spoke. This is Juice.
Hey, I've got a quick question.
Yeah?
Without evolving, will we be able to have all our HMs?
Yeah, we should be able to. A lot of, like, Mankey can learn Strength.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much every water type can get, pretty much any water type can get Surf, like Pidgey can get Fly. Flash, it kind of sucks, but we'll probably have to give it to Pikachu here. Unless we get something else for, like, a Clefairy.
You know, there's one thing that we may have to do a bunch of grinding off screen for. You know what that is?
What is that?
Getting the multiple, because there's certain items you can only get by catching a bunch of different types of Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
I think we'll probably do that off screen, though, because people came here to see us struggle using a basic team. Or
Yeah.
because YouTube's algorithms are fucked up.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, any grinding that we do, we will do off screen, just so that then you don't have to sit through the torture. And realistically, like, if there's anything interesting that pops up, like in the case of the Mankey last episode, where we were going to start grinding, then, oh, yep, there's the Mankey. If it's something like that, then yeah, we'll just start recording right away there. But if not, it's just us spamming moves to level up a bit.
I think, though, for catching all that crap, we should still restrict ourselves to the little cup rules.
If we have
The
to...
look on your face was like,
There we
no.
go. If we have to evolve anything, of course they're not going to be on our team, and we'll actually immediately release them when we have no more use for it. For example, we're not getting rid of our starters, no matter what. Like, those will have to stay in their forms.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, like, what we could do is I could quickly get a Caterpie here, power it through up to a Butterfree, and then it's like, okay, well, I can release you now.
Yep.
I really gotta swap out who's there.
I think if you accidentally evolve one of your Pokemons because you forget to hit the B button, you have to release it. The other ones, you can put them in your box for your display of all the bullshit you had to go through.
Yeah, something like that.
But if you accidentally evolve one of your Pokemons, oh god, you're suffering.
Exactly, because then it's like, well, I can't use you anymore, and I gotta re-catch it. Or I just lose it completely. So that's gonna be terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And he's close to getting double kick. It's 3 more levels I checked up.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have low kick, which back in, I think it was Gen 1 only, it actually had a base power. Every other game it uses the opposing Pokemon's weight.
Mm.
So the heavier it is, the more damage it does.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you could say it actually is a lot better than currently. Because I think it's at like 50 base power in this. But because of that, actually this, Annie needs to level up here. Because of that, like in here you'll have consistent damage. But in the other games, if you're facing off like Snorlax, you have a good like 80 to 100 power move that you're using now all of a sudden.
You know what's something sad?
What is it?
I used to get lost in this forest. Well, I didn't realize the games had the limitations that they do.
Oh yeah.
So I thought that the forest could potentially go on for forever.
Holy.
So I'm like, I'd be like worried. I'm like, oh, what if I get lost? The thing can go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like when I got to the age about, because I played this game originally when I was like 5.
Yeah.
So when I got to around 7, I realized, that there's very limited space to that forest.
Yeah, exactly.
And there was really, just like the caves, I used to get lost in them.
Oh, the caves I agree with. I used to get... Rock Tunnel is infamous for getting lost in, of course.
No, it's like, there's only like one of those caves that's you can actually really get lost in.
Yeah.
And all the others are actually really easy to figure out. But it's like, back, when you're a kid, you don't realize, that the thing doesn't actually go on forever.
Yeah.
So you're like, what if this game that someone programmed and had to make every square inch of, can go on forever?
I wouldn't mind if there was a way to actually do that efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know a lot of games, like No Man's Sky, I think use like a...
procedurally generated thing.
Yeah, so like, essentially it could make Never-Ending Forest, or at least one that's extremely big,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I would prefer to see that in a game where it
I
actually
remember
works.
people getting so hyped about No Man's Sky, and like, oh man, it's gonna be so great, it's gonna be so great. I was like, yeah, I don't care.
Like, beside Overwatch and NHL 18.
Yeah, you got No Man's Sky.
Day of release, too. Yeah, I was so hyped for it. It was fun to start with, but I was like, oh, okay, this sounds like a very petty argument to make,
Mm-hmm.
but it's literally the same thing over and over again.
Minecraft. I'm sorry.
Anyways, I think we'll cut it here. We can actually resume this next episode. Don't want to keep anyone lagging around too long.
Yep. So if you like me belittling Potato, you're going to enjoy next episode.
Yay.
If you don't like that, Potato, you're going to miss next episode.
I'm never going to miss next episode because I'm always here. Anyways, we'll resume talking to this creepy old man here. Have fun.